I'm going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages between asylum, aka ukimbizi, and changing status from a visit visa to student visa, or from a J1 visa to a student visa. Let us start with ukimbizi. When it comes to ukimbizi, it's a treaty, it's a convention that anyone who arrives here on this land by air, by sea, or by water, whether legal or illegal, if they declare that their life is in danger and their life is actually will be taken away due to political persecution, social, belonging to a certain social group, religious persecution, national origin or race, those categories, legitimately fear for their lives, they can declare ukimbizi, and the country will protect them. So, safety first. That's why people seek that ukimbizi. You have 1 year to declare that ukimbizi. Always declare while you're on legal status. That is my opinion. It pays off eventually. Now, what will happen when you declare? After 150 days or before 150 days, they will send you a work permit. You can work anywhere in the United States. You can go to school anywhere in the United States. But giving you protection does not mean you've been given a green card. So what happens? You have to go before an immigration judge, all right? And the US will be on this side, and you will be on this side, and the judge will listen to your case at some point. See if they trust your story. If they trust your story, they'll give you permission eventually to go seek a green card, which will be beneficial to you and children under 21 plus your spouse. That is ukimbizi for you. If you lose that case, the plane will be out there waiting for you. Now, to take you back home. Now, we all know, okay, that it's not an easy decision. And sometimes people just come in and say, wherever, I just don't want to think about this thing. Me, I want to be done, get this opportunity to do my job, do whatever I have to do, move on. But there are so many people who've come and seek this same thing for many years from all over the world. So there's something we call a backlog in the millions. Meaning you can stay here 5, 10, 15, or 20 years and your case has not been listened to. And you cannot exit, because if you exit, it means that situation has been resolved. So you will stay here in limbo. So there's honey at this on one point, and then you feel like you've been held. You can't do nothing after that. Okay, so that's something to consider. On the other hand, that's your decision. On the other hand, if you choose to change status from a visit visa to a student visa, or a visit visa or J1 visa to a student visa, what are the advantages? Changing to a student visa, you'll get more time. In fact, I like calling it infinity. As long as you want to stay, so long as you're in school. So you don't have to worry about your I-94 record expiring after 6 months of entry. That is a very big issue. You know, you've changed your life just like that. Now you have time to work on other plans. Number 2, you can use the student visa to start a new career. Or a career like nursing, which will give you a green card. Number 3, you'll be able to travel in and out. Now, that one you'll have to work out with the school because you do not have a student visa in your passport. But generally speaking, F1 students can go back and forth when they're during their studies. Okay, that is just how F1 works. And you can get a social security number and you can work on campus 20 hours per week. Another advantage, when you get yourself on that student visa, you can now bring your spouse and kids after you've gone to school, shown some good grades, paid fees. They can join you on F2. Right? Or spouses. F2 is a visa for spouse and children of F1. That is an advantage for you. So you have more time to do more things. That is just the F1 student. From what I've seen people coming to me, and also we connect them to lawyers, they come to us after, of course, you intend us to come and visit or finish your J1 visa and go back, but you're allowed to change your mind, okay? If you need any help, of course, janetrangi67@gmail.com. janetrangi67@gmail.com. Why I like the student visa is you're already getting the protection, but you do not have to be on that line or the backlog for life. Do you see what I mean? Because you still achieve the same goal of staying safe, staying away from a country where you've been persecuted, but you're here, you're doing your studies, you have a pathway towards a green card, and or eventually you can be able to reconnect with the other family members safely. Okay? So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for following and subscribing.